Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for Monday and what are the levels that we can trade with and the possible targets. This is the daily chart of Banknifty. We'll start with this daily chart. See, Banknifty, when kind of this up move was happening, we were expecting a possible move until this trend line, the blue trend line at around 42,300, but we exactly have taken resistance where this budget day high was there, and we have had a nice dip on the downside. Now if you see, this was a nice false breakout. See, how to identify a false breakout is when the price breaks above a good resistance point, right? I'll just shift to a lower time frame, that is a 1 hour chart. See, whenever the price breaks out of such strong resistance, where multiple times we were taking resistance at the zone, when the price went above and came back into the resistance, that itself shows this is a false breakout and we started slipping on the downside. Now obviously the structure is bearish. The 2 days candle is kind of engulfed almost the 2 weeks of trading. So let's see what are the possible levels in our 15 minutes chart. So this is the 15 minutes chart of Bank Nifty, where we have the levels marked along with our daily CPR. See, we might be getting a gap up because the US markets kind of recovered and on Friday. So what are the possible trades? We'll just directly go to the possible trades, that is with all the levels marked. See, in case we get a flat opening or a small gap up, this is a place where we might take resistance, that is around 41,300 to 41,400. This entire zone can act as a resistance. If I exactly mark the level, I have the 41,300 marked high of these wicks and this level of 41,400. This can act as a good resistance point. There is a good possibility we can reverse from here and come down. First target is the CPR level, and then we have the previous day low at 40,800. If the previous day low breaks anyhow, either we get a gap up and break this, or we just get a flat opening, meaning without any sort of a gap up. Without any sort of a gap up, if we just get a flat opening and come down and break this level, right, the previous day low, break this level of 40,800, then the next target is 40,600, because this is where we previously had a support. This green zone that I marked, this entire wick can act as a support. We can even touch this top part at 40,690, or we can come until here 40,600. Then we have the S2 of CPR, that is around 40,550. This is my target for Monday in case we break this previous day low. And if the fall continues, then the next strong support is around 40,200. Right before that, if we'll check if there's any sort of a support, maybe on intraday basis, this 40,450, this level also can act as a support. So we'll just mark it. Other than that, these are the levels that we will work with, right? And what if the market starts recovering? Whatever this fall was kind of, say, due to the expiry, the weekly expiry, and if we break out of this level, right, 40,400, the zone that I marked, if we break out of this, the first target is 40,500. Even if we break out of this, then we might go to 41,800. That is a bit too much on the upside, but yes, the first level of resistance is over here, 41,600, then 40,800. Obviously the mood is on the downside, the bias is on the downside, so we will look for a nice short trade, probably a bounce. Any bounce will be sold is our view. But if we get a strong closing above the previous day high, that is 41,500, right, then definitely we'll think of going long. We can try and avoid any sort of a long trade, right, because we have a good momentum on the downside. On all time frames it is bearish, so the best thing is, if we get an uptrade, like, hold on and see if we get a nice reversal either at 41,400 or 41,500, or if we get a flat opening, this CPR level itself can act as resistance and we might dip. We have a narrow CPR indicating it can be a good day for trading. So let's see what happens with Bank Nifty. But these are the targets on the downside, 40,600 and 40,200, with one a semi kind of a support, that is 40,400. So let's see how the Nifty is doing. Let's start off with Nifty on the daily chart. See, Nifty, after breaking out of this trend line that I'm going to draw now, see, after breaking out of this trend line, we have come back and retested this. So we don't know whether this is a... Now, a lot of people might tell, since 18,000 is broken, we will fall. But we'll have to be careful, right? This could be a breakout, retest, and are we going up or coming back into the trend line? So if we start trading below this trend line, the blue trend line that is marked, then definitely Nifty is also on the downside. That is, say, if we start trading below 17,900, then definitely our view will be on the downside. And if we check the levels in our smaller time frame, that is 15 minutes, let's just redraw the levels. A very good resistance over here, obviously that is the recent high. We might not go there pretty soon, and any fall in Nifty is if this support breaks, that is around 18,850. If this level breaks, then we could be coming all the way to fill this gap over here, which is around 18,800 to 17,770, and then we have this level as a very strong support, that is around 18,730, right? And any move on the upside in Nifty is only if this 17,900 and almost 18,000 breaks on the upside, then we can retest this level of 18,030 and 18,100. Even in Nifty, our bias is on the downside. If the market continues to go higher in the opening, we would want to avoid trading, right? See, our plan is based on how the market opens. Let me just get this brush. See, in the morning, if the market gaps up and continues to rally, we can try and avoid a trade, because since our view is on the downside, we can get some sort of a reversal anywhere and a dip, right? If the rally sustains, now we go above at about 132, we are somewhere here, look for some kind of a consolidation and a breakout, then it is a good trade. So we know that this up move is sustained, and wait for some consolidation like a triangle or a flag and pole pattern, and if that breaks out, we can trade. But if we get a nice strong signal in the opening itself on the downside, yes, then on the downside, yes, we can attempt a trade. That is, if we kind of reject this level of 18,000 or the CPR at 17,050, if we're getting a nice bearish signal, yes, we can take a trade. But the best move would be if this previous day low of 18,850 breaks, and this strong support of 18,857, and this is 17,885. So basically, if this zone breaks, definitely we will come and hit this gap. So our view in Nifty and Banknifty is the same. The bias is on the downside. So what is our plan is, just to repeat it, if in the opening we get a strong move on the upside, wait, see if the strong move sustains, and later on in the day, if we consolidate and again go up, that is the long trade we will attempt, not in the opening. But in the opening, if we get some kind of this opening rejection or reversal from the CPR or any nice resistance point, trade on the downside in the opening itself, yes, we can attempt, because most likely we will hit this level of 40,600. So let's see what happens. See, what will happen is, sometimes in this type of scenario, when everybody is expecting the market to fall, you'll get an instantaneous rally. Okay, in such case, we'll have to be careful, because our bias is on the downside, and if that rally comes, probably just scalping is the best way, but wait for some kind of a reversal, and a trade on the downside might work. Thank you, and let's see what happens on Monday.